welcome to Psychic Daisy Fabello. So this is your pick a card reading for what's coming in 2023. What's in store for you in this upcoming year. I added these beautiful scenes so you could choose the one that mostly calls your beautiful attention. Focus on which one you really resonate with. Sometimes you'll have one, sometimes you'll have more. You can stop the video to see what you feel and what you connect with. And I will have the time slots below for you to go right to your chosen scene. We will do a beautiful crystal reading for every single scenery. So stay tuned for the magic. Hi, and welcome to your pick a card reading. What does 2023 have in store for you? So the first scenery that was chosen is this beautiful energy of purple, which constitutes a lot of healing. So from what just the scenery is expressing over your personal energy is this beautiful vibrating healing energy that maybe you started in 2022 with a lot of transformational energy, and then in 2023 there's a lot of healing. So this could be maybe loss of friends, deaths, it could be lost relationships, it could be just, I get the vibration and energy of loss, like you've had a lot of loss during the energy of 2022. So 2023 is a very transformational vibration for you, where you are going to undergo a lot of healing. Now, because sometimes when we hear that, we're like, oh my goodness, we feel maybe like sad or what's gonna happen, or I get a lot of you guys that come to me and you're like in complete discord and you're like, I don't know what to do. It's just everything blew up and my whole life is in shambles. And what Spirit is sharing with me for you is creating a new story, creating this new way of life. We have witnessed that life is very delicate and constitutes of us coming together in more simplistic ways, less anger, less hate. And I feel like that is a lot of you guys are getting out of the media, getting out of being around toxic friends or situations. And that's why you've had all of these changes. And we don't understand. I can't even express to you why, things occur. I could just say that we all have a beginning in this physical plane, and we have our ending. Now, we are infinite beings. We're always creating, we're always moving forward, but we do have chapters, and I feel like that's what Spirit is sharing with you. Is 2022 closed a major chapter in your life, and then 2023 is opening up new chapters. So with that being said, the vibration of healing is going to open up beautiful doorways. If we keep looking at the scenery, is this nature, beautiful scenery of purples and roots and trees, and this evergreen vibration of just bringing you up into that beautiful regeneration type frequency that you want to be a part of. Now let's get to the reading. That was a lot of information from one beautiful scenery, right? Okay, so the first card that you all got is the Beyond Ordinary card. Now, there is a lot going on in what we're seeing in this reading. So you're coming out of this kind of like in your mind, maybe you've been overthinking, too much has been going on. So there's that mind energy, that almost like a mind control, like maybe you have allowed others to influence a lot over you, control you. This could be relationship, your bosses. It could just be a number of different situations that has felt like overbearing on you. And beyond the ordinary is that you're coming out of that shell. So 2023 is like you taking back control of your life. You went through so much in 2022, and 2023 it's like, I'm not putting up with this shit no more. This is new beginnings. This is a time for me. I am the creator of my life. I am the power. I am the goddess or god of my life, and I'm going to manifest anything and everything I desire, because you're moving past that victim energy into the victory energy. I love how the doors have opened, and this is talking about just the 4 to 5 weeks of the beginning of 2023. So even in the beginning, and it's super crazy because in the beginning of the year we go through Mercury retrograde. When Mercury retrograde brings a lot of things in our face, right? A lot of emotions, a lot of change this, declutter, clear that. And your in your face energy is, I'm not doing that crap anymore. I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm setting my goals, I'm setting my intentions, I'm working on my desires. This is my dream year, because you're moving past that past energy. You're letting that go. You close that chapter, and now if you look at this beautiful transformational energy, make-a-wish energy, the stars are aligned around you to create these beautiful visions. You're going to see a lot of confirmations. I'm seeing 111, 222, 333. I'm seeing that beautiful vibration. When you see those sequences, those are confirmations that you are doing it right, that you are taking action on what you need to in order to keep moving forward and progressing. Absolutely love that. There's a lot of self-love healing energy. This is makeovers, new wardrobe, doing your hair, changing, going to a stylist, maybe going to someone that's going to build you a wardrobe, going above and beyond to really shift the energy of, this is new for me. I am a new person. I see beyond starting that, New Year's resolution, I'm going to start a fitness program. No, this is beyond that. You're like major shift, I'm going to just change everything. I'm a new person. I am not taking no for an answer. I am the creator. I love that. You went from that victim energy into that I'm the boss. Here they're showing more so towards like February, March, even all the way through May. Remember, this is a general reading. A lot of you are coming into this beautiful virtual room. So this is why sometimes they'll show like a big time slot. What I'm seeing is there was a lot of old residue, like maybe people that attach themselves to you. So during that phase of going from spring, I'm going to say from early spring to maybe the closing of spring, you have that time slot. You are going to have like residue of the old baggage of 2021, 2022. These are people that, resurface. They come right back into your life. Spirit is saying that the reason this is happening is because you want to forgive that vibration. These people, I'm seeing exes, I'm seeing old friends, I'm seeing even jobs that like were at loss calling. You'll be like, oh my God, I lost you and you were amazing and I need you to come back to work. And you're just like, no, I have a better job that pays double what you were paying me, or even better. My business is flourishing and I'm making threefold what I was making working for you. Or, like the ex, like, oh, I miss you. I regret this and that. And you're like, what? I have this new amazing person that absolutely loves me. So, the reason Spirit is sharing this with you, because a lot of you want to hold on to the old baggage. You want to hold on to those exes, to those old paradigms. And Spirit is telling you, no, this is going to come back in your face. And you need to be aware. They're never going to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. But this is a time for you to create the changes. So if you go back to the paradigms of 2021 and 2022, then you're not flourishing, then you're not, clearing that cycle. You're going back into that hamster wheel. So it's really important in this vibrational energy within that springtime, which is a lot of newness, a lot of beginnings, a lot of blossoms and blooms. You want to be focusing more on what are you creating. The energy of spring is a time where we put our seeds to the ground. So Spirit is showing me you are doing your businesses, you're starting, you're dating, there's like a lot of things. I'm seeing commitments, I'm seeing new jobs, career shifts, promotions, just an array of a lot of things happening because I see so many of you coming into this beautiful virtual sacred space and realizing that you have the potential to really shift your energy. And I feel like in 2022, a lot of people wore fake, they were fake around you, fake masks. They would tell you that you were awesome, and then behind your back, they would talk shit about you. So, you're now realized all of this. It took some timing. There's a lot of like, damn it, how did this happen? I cannot believe this happened. I'm so upset that they did this to me. And you're like, I know that you did this, and you do not deserve to be in my circle. You want to connect with people that are going to build you. Let go of the bullshit friends, the bullshit lovers, the bullshit committed relationships that do not serve you, and move past that energy so you could build the new story. They're like bold. Look at this. Look at this. As the flowers bloom, your abundance will reign. And this is not just wealth, beautiful, sacred beings of light. This is not just wealth. This is love. This is commitments. This is your business is flourishing. I see homes, you building homes, you buying homes, you selling homes. I see so much going on, so much potential. You have been building this for a while. You deserve this. That vibrational energy of the past is no longer a part of you. You felt the attachment, they came to revisit, and now you're just like, deuces, I'm out. Abundance is your friend. Oh my God. I see travel. I see you traveling in 2023. You're going places. This cruise that you wanted to take X amount of years ago, X amount of months ago, and you couldn't because nothing, between the COVID and your friends were not in tune with the vibration, or you were kind of like prisoned by circumstances and people that no longer serve you. You're free now. You're going to travel. You're going to take that cruise. You're going to go to Paris. You're going to go to Hawaii. I see beaches. I see Caribbean islands. I see casino nights of Las Vegas. I see these beautiful, beautiful places that you are wanting to go to. I see Bali. I see Egypt. Wow, you guys are really traveling. And this is the year for you to do that. This is the year for you to create that bucket list of this is what I want to do by this age and getting it done. Absolutely love that. So now we're going to ask the crystal ball, what is in store for this beautiful vibrational being in 2023? There is a roller coaster energy of emotions because you're still going to feel some of the baggage of, the past 2 years, and they keep resonating you with the past 2 years. It wasn't just 2022, it was 2021, and it might even have residues of 2020. That energy was really bearing down on you and really whooped your ass in 2022. So you're going to feel the residue, like almost like when you have a cut and it's healing and then you touch it by mistake and it kind of like burns and stings. So that's the residue that you're going to be feeling. It's no longer part of you. It's healing. We saw that in the beginning of this reading. So you are healing. You're undergoing major forgiveness. Something that I recommend is I have the Manifesting with the Angels that helps you with a lot of that forgiveness, that healing, that finding who you are. It's a beautiful book with 30 videos just to get you out of whatever it was and onto the journey of what is. I am seeing that 2023 is a year where you are going to shine. I see the energy of bright stars, almost like you have the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns into gold. Do not allow the old attachments to steer your ship. Become that captain of your own beautiful sailboat and go anywhere you desire. I hope this brought a lot of light and a lot of guidance for you, preparation, because 2023 is going to be your year. Shine on, my friends. You got this. Hi, beautiful shining stars. So, this one, I absolutely loved when I found this scene because it's almost like visualizing or astral projection of going somewhere you've always wanted to go to. Since I create a lot of beautiful meditations and audio rituals for my clients, like my contact ritual that went absolutely viral. Everyone, at least 89% of the people that download it and actually connect with it have had amazing outcomes. And it's because of that. It's because I take you on this beautiful journey. So you go on this beautiful journey where you step out of wherever you are and then you just kind of walk through, like a portal type energy and get into the space where it is that you want to be. And I take you on lots of different voyages for lots of different experiences and situations. And in this scenery, you are already in a beautiful place because even if you look at the background, there's a lot of greenery, a lot of beautiful sunshine, very lush. And then it's about stepping into maybe that exotic vacation or that movement into the next, maybe some of you are wanting to change states or countries even. So I feel like this is about changing, leaving where you are or where you were in 2022, 2021, and stepping into where you are going in 2023. So for you, I'm seeing, oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. So for you, what I'm seeing is just that, is that movement energy, is that stepping through the portal and getting to where you would like to be. So I absolutely love that. And spirits just confirmed with me that if you take the action steps, if you work with your synchronized energy, if you work with your goals, desires, intentions, and manifest, create your reality, you will step into that beautiful scenery that you desire. Ooh, love that. Very, very beautiful energy. Now let's see what the first card wants to express to you. Look at this. Wow. So 2023, just in this little bit of a glimpse that we have witnessed through the scenery, and now you have the vibration of making those wishes with the astrological coincidence, events, frequency, vibration. Astrologically, the stars are aligning, the planets are aligning. So everything that you set in motion will have great, beautiful outcomes. What this is saying is that this is a great time for you to launch those businesses, start those new relationships. Just think about your boldest desires. 2023 is your year to shine, to put all that in motion. It keeps showing a wheel, beautiful wheel, circular motion, perfect vibration. I absolutely love that. If you look at the vibration in the card, the little girl, which is, you think about it, when you were a child, I don't care what child, I used to work as a Head Start teacher, and I've had, I can't share because of confidentialities, but I had children that were very traumatized, that went through very childhood traumatic events, from drugs to molestations to as far as beyond as even being raped. And even the worst case scenarios that I would just cry reading the files, I would talk to them and there was this beautiful energy to them, this make believe anything is possible, dreaming, happiness. Like like, yes, there were some that would just close up, but once you got them into that, you could have anything you want. You really opened up the doors, because we had a way of the kids had like different areas that they could go and play with. Like we had like the housekeeping area and the blocks area. We had a place for their art, which is like all art. We had a place for books. So we would allow the kids to kind of like go to wherever they wanted, to the scene that would make them the most happy. And as an adult, we kind of let go of that. We let go of our happy places. I remember when I was a little girl and we all went through childhood trauma. I don't think I've talked to anyone who has not gone through some childhood trauma. Some of us has been so much more than others. But I remember that when it would get really bad in my house, I had a walk-in closet, and my door would open inward. And behind the door, I created like a sacred space for me and my smaller brother, because I was the oldest sister. So when it got really bad in the house, I would grab my little brothers, who were very little, and I would take them into the closet space behind. And I had big pillows and comfortable blankets. And sometimes we would fall asleep there because, the chaos was so bad and it would last so hours. And we just wanted a space where I felt safe and where I could keep them safe. So sometimes as a child, you have these visions and these ideas and these desires and these intentions that anything and everything is possible. Just like that was my sacred space and my safety blanket, and that I knew that I was a protector. I brought that vibration as an adult. And even now that I'm almost 50, I'm still a protector. I'm still the safety blanket. And that kind of unfolded in the career that I have. People come to me, my clients even go to as far as getting addicted with my vibration, because they see me as their safety blanket. They see me as the solution finder. And this energy of making a wish upon a star with the child is about you going back into that childhood vibration and learning from the trauma that has made you the person that you are today. This is a very, very powerful energy. As a matter of fact, as Spirit is sharing all this with me, I'm writing a prompt for my scripting class clients. A lot of manifestors do not share with you that manifestations happen within our heart. Our heart is the love vibrational area. It's the chakra of love. It's the chakra of manifesting. So we put our intentions and our desires in our heart chakra. Something that I do with my clients is I do a visualization where we open up their heart chakra. And just like seeing a small picture, like a small movie, a scenery of their desire in this beautiful glowing vibrational energy of the heart chakra. And sometimes we have taints of pinks, taints of greens, taints of yellows, because it's always a different vibration. We just never know what the scenery will kind of like unravel in front of us. So by holding your intention and desire, and you see how she's just holding that over her heart chakra, her eyes are closed, and it's glowing in this beautiful golden radiant color. She's surrounded by the stars. This brings a lot of high vibrational, emotional, because this is an emotional state. And this is what you want, my friends. When you are wanting to manifest, you have to get into that emotional state. You have to feel who you want to be. I did a meditation where I connected with my successful higher self. She was a little older than me. I would say maybe she was mid 50s, and she was radiant. She was thinner than I am. Her hair was done in this very beautiful manner. You could see that she was older, like in her face and her features, but she was very comfortable in who she was. Everything. I looked at her from head to toes, from her hair to the shoes that she was wearing, from the outfit that she was wearing. And I was like, that is me. That is who I am. And then she said that to me. So this is who you become. This is who you wake up to be every single day. You do not go a day where you don't do yourself. And how do you do yourself? Get up, take care, pamper yourself. You need to put yourself first. If you want to create a specific lifestyle, unravel that emotional energy. And the way that you do this is by creating that persona. You want to be wealthy, you have to create that wealthy persona. In my beautiful scripting class, something that we are doing is stepping into our wealth vibration. And we're doing this. If I am wearing tattered clothes, underwears with holes on them, yeah, I'm getting to the nitty gritty with you guys. If I have clutter in my home, if my kitchen is a disaster, if my bathroom is not clean, I am not in a wealth vibration. You are not in a wealth vibration. Because if you were wealthy, you would have people come to your house and clean your stuff. Would you not? Well, you have to start where you are. And then you create the vibration by using what you have in front of you, the tools that you have. I declutter all the time. If I buy clothes and they don't fit me, I donate them. If they have holes, they go into the garbage. The point is to become who you want to be right now. And this is what this child is doing. Imagine that you were talking to yourself at a specific age where you wanted to know what you would be when you grew up. Tap into that beautiful inner child energy and ask yourself, what do you want to be when you grow up? Remember what you said. I remember that I always said I was going to be a teacher. And I was a Head Start teacher, and now I'm a spiritual teacher. I always knew who I was going to be, though I didn't see it then the way I am living it now. I never knew I was going to be a spiritual teacher when I was 8, 9, 10. I didn't know that. The how will manifest. That is not your problem. You are to focus on the desire, the intention. Allow the how to God, to the universe, to the creator, to whoever you believe with and connect with. Allow this beautiful child that's in front of you to map out your way. Listen to him or her. What are they telling you? This energy is going to last from March through September. So you have a massive time frame to get all of this going in 2023. From March to September, the astrological events are aligned just for you, my friends. Now the question is, are you going to take advantage of the vibration that God is giving you to manifest your intentions and desires? It is up to you. That is strong from just one little card here. That is very, very strong. The last 18 to 24 months, you have had a lot of nervous diversion, energy, outcomes, situations, things that had just made you really anxious. And, a lot of people, they'll tell me, and I talk to many, and like, it's bad for you to take anxiety meds or to smoke pot because, whatever. And I'm the latter. I will tell you that if you're going through an extremely emotional state, you cannot handle your shit. You want to seek professional help from a real doctor, not from someone who's going to send you Valium so you could be numb. No, from someone that's going to actually help you through the process. It is okay. You guys need to stop allowing the media, the people that listen to the media, the people that do not know what it is to be an anxious person, someone with nerve situation, someone with bipolar, schizophrenia, mental disorders. Now, Spirit is not saying that you are this, because that is a title, and we do not have titles. You create your story. But from what Spirit is showing me, these last 2 years for you have been a lot of emotional roller coaster. Maybe this is why we saw that childhood energy. Maybe this is why we're tapping into that vibration. Maybe it is your inner child that's saying, guess what? I'm working my ass off for you because you deserve the very best. And in that energy of March through September is your time to shine. And I'm doing anything and everything to make it all possible for you. And then here, they're just like a mirror effect, sharing with you what was. And they're saying that you are going to surmount it. This is part of your past. But it's going to creep up on you, that anxiety. And the reason Spirit is showing this so strongly is because what happens when we're nervous and anxious and having mental disorders and crying and sad and depressed? We melt, right? And sometimes if we melt for a day, a week, it's okay. Everybody goes through that. Now, what problem is, what if it prolongs? What if that energy stays with you during that vibration? Because let me tell you, my friend, the darkness doesn't want you to move forward. The darkness wants to keep you in the shadows. And this year, 2023, is where you break from the darkness, where you are shining in the light, where you are basking in all that you desire. You are creating the best life you have ever witnessed. So when that shadow energy comes through, find a mentor. Don't do this by yourself. I get people all the time that come to me and they're like, I'm melting, this, I can't do it. And then they'll tell me, but I can't afford it. Fucking tell me you can't afford $300 sessions. If I could afford it, if my friends could afford it, if the people that I talk to could afford it, you could afford it. $300 is nothing. Do not cut yourself short because you can't go see a mentor or someone that's going to help you. If you were to go to a psychologist and psychiatrist, it wouldn't cost you $300. It'll cost you $300 to pay for one session. Get the mentors that are going to create the breakthroughs in your lives. Stop making excuses. Stop saying that you can't afford this, that, or the other, or that you don't have the funds now. Stop making those excuses. If you cut out things in your life, turn off your Netflix, don't go to Starbucks for a month, you will have that money to put it into a mentor that's going to help you become the very best that you have ever been. You don't do this alone, because the reason why Spirit is being so adamant about this is because some of you are going to fuck up. You have the event to manifest. And as this is a general reading and we're talking to the masses, some of you are going to make excuses. Some of you, because you do that all the time, you come to me all the time. I have one girl now. I sent her someone to help her get a work from home business that I said I was going to pay for her. I sent her my meditations, the first 3 scripting courses that I sell for $222, I sent them to her for free. She messaged me a week later, I'm dying. This has been the worst week ever. I can't do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Did you do what I sent you? I haven't had time to look at it. Are and then that's the problem. This is why people don't give the shit away for free, because guess what? If you had to pay $222, your ass would be right in front of that computer, right on the phone. You would be printing the workbooks, you'll be doing the work, and you would be changing your life. Stop making excuses, because 2023 is your year to shine. And you have your inner child with you, within you, paving the road for you. Be aware, my friends, because it's all up to you. Wow. That was some intense stuff. Spirit was not bluffing with you. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful, my friends. Transformational energy. You are going through the stages of the metamorphosis. You're coming out of this chrysalis and you're going to be a beautiful transformational butterfly. Your wings are going to blossom. You are going to take flight, and anything and everything that you desire is being made manifest right now. Do you see that? You're no longer the caterpillar. You went through the chrysalis. Now you're coming out of your shell, and you're shining, and you're blossoming, and you're ready to take that leap. Do it, my friends. Take that flight. The world is yours. I think it's crazy how I've already done 2, and these readings show me the first, I think as far as I got into September, like everything is the first 9 months so far. I still have 2 more to do, but looking at this, and this is gonna sound crazy, and I feel that your connection is with your childhood self. And just for this, I'm going to create a childhood audio ritual that I will be putting in my Etsy shop. And as soon as it's ready, I will link it below for you all to be able to connect with, because everything that I've witnessed, and now I'm scared of the crystal reading. I'm scared of your children's self, your child self, because I connected with a childhood memory, sharing it with you that I kind of like forgot about, that I kind of buried, and it came out very deep, very emotional, very strong. So I see you dancing in the rain. Think about, and the reason why, and it's bringing me these beautiful nostalgic emotions and memories, because I still dance in the rain. When it rains, especially in those April showers where that you smell the ground, you smell the earth, and it just feels good because it's warm and it's cold at the same time. And I just dance and just get out there in the rain and allow it to just wet my hair, my face, my clothes, and I feel so good. So good. And then when you get inside your house and you take a shower, you need a warm shower after that because you're cold from the wet rain. It's like such a healing experience. And they're showing me purification. They're showing me this is a year for you to bring in nature inside your home. And the scenery is sunflowers. And I'm going to tell you a story. Sunflowers, no matter where or how they are put into the ground or sowed into the ground, they will always face the sun. That's why they're called sunflowers. And we call them in Spanish, girasol, means they're emanating the sun. Now, the sun has a very powerful energy. The sun, for those of you that are melting in depression, anxiety, I guarantee that if you start to do sunbathing, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, Daisy, the sun is bad, the solar rays, and wear some sunscreen. Put on a hat. You don't have to go out there in the smelting June sun. A couple of minutes, 20 minutes, and you go on a nature walk and you just absorb that vibration. Even if you want to go with a big old Mexican hat outside with 200 SPF sunblock, you are still going to take in the high vibrational energy of the sun. And the reason Spirit is sharing this with you is because that is going to open up the veil. So you see, a lot of you have been walking blindly, my friends. Things have been happening in your life and you're like, where did this come from? I was not expecting that. What? Why did this happen? How was I not aware? And it's because you've been blocked. You haven't been able to see. And by you purifying yourself, you will align with that higher vibrational energy and witness and be purified and ample to manifestation. This year, you want to wear a lot of sundresses. For males, a lot of yellow shirts, dress shirts, crisp, clean, light, very light, very comfortable. Girls, you could do this too. No sex intended here. It's about connecting with the essence and energy of yellows, different yellows, pastels, brights. This energy of yellow is representation of your heart chakra. It's that golden sun energy. I'm also seeing the energy and vibration of the god Ra. Just connecting with that energy of you finally your harvest has bloomed and you are going to reap such a beautiful harvest. Such a beautiful harvest. 2023 is your year, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share, pin it, so these messages could go to the masses and touch the lives of others. And now I will go to my next. Okay, beautiful shining stars. So I loved this scenery. I take my time when I choose these sceneries because since I'm the way I read is by feelings. I use all of my senses, right? I use smells, emotion, a lot of feeling, of course, a lot of spiritual sight. And I use cards because what they do is they open doors through sceneries. In the scene, certain things will pop at me for me to share with you. Example, in this scene, I'm seeing mirror therapy. I'm seeing you in front of the mirror. I suggest that you read Louise Hay's book. She talks a lot about the mirror therapy. Now, understand, mirrors are portals. Mirrors connect with the different dimensions because a mirror is infinite. It goes and goes and goes and goes. We are living simultaneously different vibrations because we have no beginnings and we have no ends. Now, a lot of people do not understand this and some can't absorb this because their human minds do not allow them. And that is okay. If you are confused by the whole scenario, you don't have to take that into account. All you have to know is to go in front of the mirror and write your story. If when you look at the mirror, you don't like that you have your hair, you don't like certain things, then change them. I'm not talking about features and cosmetic surgery because you were created in God's image. You are perfection. Even if you think that you're an ugly duckling, guess what? It unraveled into a swan, baby. So what you need to do is fall in love with who you are. I have seen, we talk about this all the time in my romance club, is how some of their like, and they say that all the time. Hell, they say that about me. What is that guy? He's so gorgeous. Gosh, she's so normal or basic or ugly. You see that? Oh, she's fat. Guess what? And I'm going to be very... No PG-13 here, bro. It's all about the pussy. It's that goddess energy. It's that divine energy. Just like divine masculine. I've seen guys who are freaking drop dead gorgeous. And when you talk to them, they melt. There's nothing there. I was I used to see this guy that worked with my husband, and he was eye candy. God, he was so beautiful. You could just look at this guy. Just like I would just love to just watch him work because he was candy. And then I never heard him speak because, my husband used to work in a club, and I'll never forget. It was we had just he came to like pick up some checks and tickets and whatnot, and we went into the office and he was there, and he opened his mouth and I melted. I was like, what was that? Lost complete interest. That man, his vocabulary, his energy, the way that not his energy, but the way that he spoke was not for me, and I lost complete interest. Then I no longer saw him as the hot candy that I was seeing before, because we are all energy, and how we portray that image in front of the mirror. I feel good. I'm a goddess. I'm a freaking diva. I say what I mean, and I mean what I want, and I declare it, and I feel it, and I walk upon it. That's what you must assume in 2023. If you want to get things done, connect with your inner pussy power. I don't care if you have a penis. Connect with that beautiful, fertile, divine feminine energy. I think it's super funny because I have some people because I have Pussy Boss, or Boss Pussy, Boss Pussy, in my Etsy shop, and a lot of people are like, "What the heck is that, Daisy? What are you selling to these people? What does this mean?" And it's because when we use our divine feminine, and I'm saying this again, because I don't want to, because I want sex energy. When you use your divine feminine energy, you assume that intuitive guidance. This is why we are women or men. We are divine feminine or divine masculine in this human world. And I know there's a lot of hiccups along the way with this whole, which I won't get into that because I'm not talking bad about anything. I'm not shedding light on anything. This is a reading just to get that vibration flowing. But if you don't know what to connect with, you become confused. You become in discord. Things tend to be out of vibration, because you need to assume the energy of manifestations. And divine feminine is very intuitive. Divine masculine is the hunter, the protector, the security. I have a lot of divine masculine because I'm a protector. I'm a solution finder. I feel like I have to do everything. I feel like, there's moments that my guides are like, "Daisy, get some freaking help already." And I'm just, holy shit, you're absolutely right. What am I doing? It took a while for me to get an assistant. It took a while for me to hire people to do the work that was just holding me down and I couldn't create. That's my divine masculine. But then my divine feminine is that goddess energy that I look in the mirror and I'm like, "You are freaking gorgeous. I don't like your hair today. Let's do something with that shit. Your makeup looks kind of whack. Let's have some glitter." Be who you are. 2023 is about you coming out of that closet and being who you are. Stop dressing in colors because everybody else is dressing in colors, or because they work like this and this is how you work and this is how you have to look. Be you, because you're perfect. The moon is going to have a lot of influence over you, my friends, in 2023. I would like for you to get your phones right now, and I would like for you to find every single full moon in 2023 and add an alarm and a calendar, because every time there's a full moon, your happy ass is going to go outside and absorb that high vibrational energy. You see, Spirit shares all this with you, and I know only 10% of you guys will do this. And then you wonder what the difference will be if you do or if you don't. But that's not what you want to wander. What you want to do is absorb that moon energy that's going to shine a light over your intentions and desires, and that beautiful transformational energy of 2023 to make manifest all your intentions. What is the full moon? The full moon is the harvest. The full moon brings into fruition what you have sold in the new moon. You don't believe me? Get your Farmer's Almanac. Go to a baby ward. See how many babies are born in a full moon compared to any other time of the month. It is because it is the amplified energy of fruition. So when you're out there under that full moon energy, claim it. Claim that vibration and declare, even if it's the same declaration every month. I want $1 million. I want $1 million. You don't say I want $1 million. You say, I am a millionaire. I am fucking happy because I am a millionaire. So let's realize that I want you to think about the mirror effect. And it's crazy how they're showing this manifestation technique. And I really hope that a lot of you use that and hone that energy. So the mirror effect is you want to stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself. And for a lot of us, it's really hard because we're going to stand in front of the mirror and we're going to find a hair out of place or an eyelash that we don't want or an eyebrow that's out of whack. And, we're going to notice the wrinkles. You understand? And I get that because, hello, we're humans and we have a lot of flaws and we're going to focus on the flaws. We're not going to focus on how pretty her eyes are or how beautiful your lips are or how that you have that cute little dimple or how you have that kind of like little wink when you smile. Like little things, little features that only you have that make you beautiful. And that is what you want to look at. So in the mirror vibration, I want you to smile. Even if you don't feel like smiling, even if you have the shittiest day in the world, I want you to smile. Because I want you to realize at that moment when you're looking at yourself in the mirror that 2023 is your fucking year. And that everything and anything that you desire is going to manifest in 2023. Can you feel that? I want you to fucking claim that. I want you to put in the comments, I claim that vibration. I claim it. It is mine. 2023 is your year. Feel that? Can you feel that? That is what it's all about, my friends. I love this. We haven't even flipped a card over. So the technique of using the mirror effect is about you looking at the mirror and really getting to that emotional state. I have conversations with myself. I call it fucking scripting. And I share scripting classes. And in my scripting classes are very intense because I use your story. You guys come to me in turmoil. You don't understand. Why isn't this manifesting? Why is this happening? Why did this occur? Why haven't, I achieved this, that, or the other? And I look because I see things that you're never going to see because I'm a medium. I'm a psychic. I talk to spirits. So I'm going to create a script for you that will knock your socks off. I want you to do that when you're using the mirror effect. I want you to write your story in front of the mirror. I want you to have a conversation with your whoever you want. The self that is in that beautiful relationship with your soulmate. The self that is wealthy as fuck, that has more money than she knows or he knows or they know what to do with. The self that is radiant and healthy and it has the gorgeous goddess body that you've ever imagined. Connect with that vibration, and that reflection will mimic what you see. That is the mirror effect. That is one of the most powerful techniques if you have the courage to do and act upon. It will change your life. Now let's get to this reading. I have to be careful. I turn the fan on. I don't want our cute little scene to catch on fire. Look at this. We're talking about the mirror effect, and where the first card that you get is the spirit of gratitude. And what is the spirit of gratitude? Is when you are in a grace vibration, because you're looking at yourself and you're comprehending that everything that you have created. Because if we go back to the energy of the past and we really dig down, we become honest, because we're not honest. We want to say that it was he, them, those, the news, the government. I know we all do that. My parents do that. Sometimes I fall into the same bullshit. We start talking about how the government's all fucked up, how the world's all messed up. And we're not lying. It's not bullshit. But I also want to share with you the Mandela effect, because we are living in simultaneous universe all at the same time. Have you ever talked to people that have been in an experience? 10 people. And this is not me. You can look it up. This is Harvard studies. Same people, same experience, same situation, but 10 different people. 10 different people, same scenario. All experiencing the same shit. And you talk to all 10 of them, and every single one of them has a different version to the story. Because we are all living different realities. And what I'm witnessing, you're not witnessing. There are so many levels of manifestations. One of the things, and this I learned from my great grandmother and my mom, and I teach this in my wealth course, is when we use the different levels of manifestation, no matter if you have $100 or $1 million, you could use to pay for whatever and get whatever you want. And that is really hard for people to comprehend, because here's an example. Everybody wants a lottery because everybody thinks that if they get the Powerball $2.5 billion, that all their problems will be over with. And yet, if you go and look at the documentary of My Lottery Life, or How Lottery Changed My Life, or whatever it's called, you notice that more often than not, those people are unhappy. Because wealth is a vibration. It's not a possession. So if you are vibrating on a poverty level, even if you get $1 million, you're not going to do right by it, because you are not in the vibration of wealth. You're in a vibration of poverty, a vibration of less than, of not having enough, of not being able to pay for my bills. Need. I need. I want. I don't have. They're all vibrations. So my great grandmother, I never knew how it was, but I studied it. I studied her as a child. She used to sit in this, because she couldn't walk. She went from having a cane to eventually having a walker. She never wanted to have a wheelchair because she was a very stern, strict woman. This was 1800s. My great grandmother was born in 1898. She was a century old. She passed away in 1991. Imagine how old she was. 98 years old. She almost lived 100 years. So very different time frame. And way back, she went through the Depression. She went through a whole other type of COVID. You know what I'm saying? She had family who were in caves with leprosy. Like, this is like, we're talking about old stuff. And though we were not rich, definitely weren't even middle class, we were wealthy. And I know a lot of people don't understand that. I am not a millionaire and I'm wealthy. I have more than enough not to take care of my needs, but I have money in the bank. I have gold. I have silver. If my kids call me up and say, Mom, I need fucking money, I'm able to give them whatever they need, because I am wealthy. And I am not a millionaire. I have not gotten to that status yet. I'm still building. Why? So I noticed in my mimicking her, I would mimic everything she did, because she had like stacks of like magazines and books. She made her own dictionary. If she would find a word that she read and did not comprehend, mind you, this is before Google. Right now, you don't understand a word, you Google that shit. Couldn't do that back then. Unless you had an encyclopedia or a dictionary, you had to go to the library. Like, you needed to research to find out the definition of whatever word they were spouting, and you did not comprehend. So she had a book that was her dictionary. And every time there was a word sheet, she would write it down and she would write the definition that she would find, and then she would put it in a sentence. Very much so like a dictionary. And I love that. Mind you, I'm a child looking at this. So I noticed that her hair was always done beautifully. She had this gray blue hair because she was, again, even when I was a child, she was older. And her hair was always done beautifully. She would wake up. She had a routine. She would wake up. She would pamper herself. She would get dressed like if she was going to a party. She had her dresses, and then different dresses for different things. She had the dress that she wore around the house. She had her tea set, coffee set. If people were coming over, she knew who liked tea. She knew who liked coffee. Everything, biscuits. I mean, it was Victorian style craziness. Mind you, it was a 3-bedroom, pretty much condominium, I think, that we lived in. So she would sit there, and then she had this book. I imagine it was like the old school version of what people call in cash envelopes now, because in this book, it had like little files, and each file says things like the rent, taxi, because she didn't drive, and that in her era, women didn't drive. Very rarely women would drive, so she didn't drive, so we would take taxis everywhere. Doctor, because you would go to the doctor and you would tip the doctor. You tipped the doctor, you tipped the taxi driver, so you had the tip money. She didn't have an emergency fund. And I later in my now years, I realized why she didn't have an emergency fund. And I'll explain that to you. Everything was in order. Her life was very beautiful, very natural, very flowing. If my mom came over, because my mom was always a wreck and always had something, she couldn't pay her light bill, she couldn't pay her water bill. My dad was doing my dad's stuff and not behaving, and my mom would come over crying. She always had the solution. I feel in many ways my gifts come from her. That's why it was crazy how naturally as a child I studied her, and as the later years, even as she passed, I connect a lot with her, as my spiritual guide, because she has so much to teach. And one of the things she showed me was how Jesus fed the masses with a few fish and a pitcher of wine. And she told me, she didn't say manifestation because we didn't use those type of words way back when in the 80s. We didn't know what the fuck manifestation was. We weren't reading Napoleon Hill. But she explained to me that there was more than enough, that the world, the universe, God, our Father, because she would call him our Father, always was an infinite being who always had abundance, and we could tap into that abundance. All we needed to do was just ask. She used to pay for my piano classes, my private singing class, anything that I needed as a girl to prepare myself for the future, because it still was that mentality where women did hobbies and art. I was very much into art, so she funded all of that. I took piano for 6 years of my life. I studied the piano. I played very beautifully. I learned from her, and my mom did too. Even in our most harsh moments, because like I said, my dad was a complete fuck up. So even in our most harsh moments, my mom always had enough to feed us, to take care of us, to pay that electrical, even if it came from my great grandmother. The money would always come. The funds would always be available. My mom always had money in her purse. My mom right now is in her 60s, mid 60s. I think she's like 65, 66. Always has enough. Always has to for her hobbies, for her arts and crafts. She pays all her bills. Mind you, I have $1,000 retirement check. Who lives off $1,000 retirement check? My mom does. because it is a manifestation ability that a lot of people do not understand. If you live in a world of abundance and you're staying in gratitude over everything that you have, from the little table that you work on, anything and everything that you have is energy and vibration. And as you focus on that and as you are grateful for that, a lot of people do not understand this. It's an emotion. It's not saying thank you. I could say thank you until I'm out of breath and it won't mean a thing, because if I'm not feeling thank you, then I'm not doing shit. You have to feel grateful. I got criticized in my scripting book. I revamped it because I did have a lot of critiques that helped me and told me to try to do this. Like they emailed, hey Daisy, I feel like if you did this to the book, it would be better. And then I had assholes who were like, oh, this book is full of pictures of her with her kids. And I was like, yeah, because it's personal. I'm sharing with you my personal life. So I love sharing. Gratitude is over my children, my grandchildren, being able to do things with them as simple as drinking coffee. And I think one of the worst reviews I had was, it was the last review, and she said, I mean, it was really nasty. Like, how are people out there so nasty? And then they wonder why their life is shit. Your life is shit because you're an asshole. So she said something like, this book is awful. I think I think the review says this book is awful. And then she put, all she did was praise herself, which I didn't, because I'm not conceited or narcissist. And mind you, she used witchcraft to drink Starbucks. I was like, and it's what I'm telling you. We're all working on different vibrations. So she didn't read any of the good manifest, change your life, this is how scripting is going to help you. You know, she read, this bitch wants to manifest Starbucks. She don't give a shit about helping me because she's a witch. And the reason why she has everything she has is because she does witchcraft. And I felt that vibration. I could have read her to the T. I could have told her, sat with her and be like, look, if you change this, your life will be awesome. Because I want to help people. I've had the nastiest people come to my Etsy shop and like the worst. And I know it has nothing to do with me. I know it's their vibration. I know it's where they're at. So I'll message them and be like, what's going on? Share your story. Because it is a story, my friends. It is your story. And if you share a story of gratitude, of awesomeness, of the only thing, because what happened is that I shared of a really tough time in my life where the only thing that really brought me out of that depression state, not depression because I don't really feel like I was ever depressed, but a saddened state because I had lost everything. I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost everything. I took all that out of the book because I felt it got to the point that I was like, these motherfuckers do not deserve to know my personal life. They don't deserve it. So I took that all out. The point is that I was grateful for that cup of coffee. And every single day, I always had more than enough to pay for my coffee. It was $3.21. That was more than enough. And every single day, from finding money on the floor, I always had enough. And this is a state of gratitude, is having gratitude wherever you are. Now, I'm stating this because some of you are coming here from a very low point in your life. And you see people around you that are doing great and are doing awesome. And sometimes you'll revamp and try to shift things and it'll get a little better, but it doesn't. And this is why Spirit is sharing this with you, is because 2023 is a year that you shift that vibration. And by using gratitude, but in a real sense of emotional frequency. Stand in front of the mirror and state what you are grateful for about yourself. Start with little things. Something that drives me crazy are my eyebrows because they get like really bushy. I could get to the point I could look like Borat. And when they do my eyebrows, it kind of freaks me out. So I tend to try to tweak them myself, and eventually I go and I have them done. When I look in the mirror and I look like Borat, I'm like, okay, today I look like Borat, but I'm going to fix that. And I'll get my tweezers and my little, wax kit, and I'll fix especially today, there's so many little kinks and gadgets and things to make ourselves presentable. And it's not to show to anybody. It's for you. My husband thinks I'm beautiful, with or without makeup. He loves it when I bedazzle and wear my dresses and do my hair. He thinks I'm a goddess. And it's really cool because he makes me feel good. And then people tell me, oh, Daisy, you're lucky because you've been married for 30 years. I was like, it's not been easy. It's not been a walk in the park. This is not The Notebook. It's been fucking hard. There's days that I want a divorce. And I'm sure he does too when I'm a full-blown bitch. But it's the gratitude of knowing that he's my partner, that he's my best friend, and I'm his best friend. And even though sometimes he drives me crazy because he wants to tell me everything that happens at work. And there's moments that I'm just like, I can't. I don't want to listen to your bullshit today. But he understands that. And then there's moments that he wants me to listen to the bullshit even though I'm melting. So it's kind of like working compromise, and being grateful for that. So when I say my gratitude, what are the things that I want more in my life? We had a great trip in the Keys, the Florida Keys. Very romantic, very beautiful. Loved it. It was like a weekend and it was so fulfilling. I still remember it now and I'm just like, awesome. So that is what I'm grateful for. So when I go into my journal and I'll add little pictures of those moments. So when you're creating your vision board, creating that magic, add pictures of things that make you happy. Put them in your mirror. Look at yourself in places, travel, that make you happy with friends. That's the beauty of gratitude. Very beautiful state. And I'm sorry it took forever to express all this. It's just that we don't understand. I remember when I saw The Secret and I'm like, stay in a state of gratitude. I was, thank you for this. And I'm crying. Thank you for my life. And I'm melting. I'm not grateful for that. That was horrible. I didn't want to go through that shit. I wasn't grateful for it. So instead, I started journaling again. And, even though, like I said, my escape was walking to Starbucks because I didn't have a car. And sometimes the walk was 5 miles away. Yeah, I was fit as fuck. That's what I was grateful for. I looked good. I was weighing 160 pounds. You might think I was fat, but now that I weigh 200, I was a goddess, a diva. Now I'm a goddess heffalump. Still love myself. But the point is to look for that silver lining. Stay in a state of gratitude. And they're showing especially March and April because those months are very pivotal in your manifestation. Those months are really powerful in astrological events that are going to happen beyond you, but it's going to give you the power. So set those intentions. Take those classes that are going to amplify. Because like I said, we go through stuff. We're going to be going through stuff. The world is shifting, my friends, and there's a lot of changes happening. And we're going to witness a lot of changes in 2024. You're going to hear this here. Put your big girl and big boy pants on because 2024 is going to be massive cosmic changes to our earth. Look at this. Again, February, March, April, even May. These are your power months. This is the woman with holding a coin. So she's saying, if you look at her, she's a replica of my great grandmother that I described to you. You can't make this shit up. I can't. It is so synchronized the way spirit talks that it always surprises me. I'm always like, wow, this is amazing. My great grandmother used to wear not so much the back, but her dresses were always all the way up to her neck, always long sleeves, even in Florida, which is hot as fudge. And in the 80s, we didn't have ACs, my friend. We had a damn fan. And she was always like that, dressed like that, long skirts, her shoes all the way tied up, very, very beautiful in her beautiful chair. We didn't have a black cat. She didn't like cats because a cat was one of the reasons why she fell. So this woman knows that she's wealthy. She's sitting on her throne per se, and she feels her energy emanating wealth. Become that vibration in these months. And all you have to do is just shift some things in your home. I've always had a lot of clutter because I'm a collector. I write like a freaking, I write journals, I write notes, I research, I'm always studying. So I have books and books and journals and journals and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and papers and papers and papers. So I build clutter. So organize it. So I started buying shelves and places where I could, put my different researches, organize them. If I'm researching, right now, I'm almost finished with Wealthy Witch, and all the research that I've done I think I started that book in 2018. So it's all the research from me connecting with certain psychics, writing, teaching, sharing. So it's a lot of work, a lot of, research, a lot of mess. So what I do is I organize all of that. And I'm not going to lie to you. If you probably came to my house, you'd be like, Daisy, what are you talking about? This place is a mess. But it's a work in progress. Because I'm always working. But you also come to my home. And I had never had a person come into my home. A lot of people don't come into my home because I don't allow that. But when you are allowed into my home, you notice the energy. Always. I get that off the bat. People that don't believe in anything woo-woo will come into my home and be like, I feel awesome. What the heck is that? And, eventually I want to do that. Eventually I want to create a space where people could come to absorb that vibration. Not so much in my home, but create maybe a brick and mortar or somewhere where we could have those vibrating, energies to lift, to regenerate. You are the woman holding a coin this year. This is your year. I cannot state that enough. This is your year. Wow. I'm in awe. I am completely in awe. You got 2 cards. Did I do this right? Did I steal a card from someone? You got diligence and miracles. Look at this, guys. This energy is telling you that if you take the action, if you use this, because just like I talked about the moon, a lot of you guys, I guarantee that only 5 to 10% of you guys will do that. 5 to 10% of you guys have already put in a note that says, Daisy said to stand under the freaking full moon and absorb that energy, claim it and declare. The other ones are like, she's full of shit. I love being in turmoil. What's the moon gonna do? It's due diligence. It's taking action. Because what happens is, a lot of the people, when they come to me with a scripting class, right, they're very doubtful. Hell, I was doubtful too. When my angels talked to me about scripting back in 2013, I thought they were crazy. What do you mean I gotta write this way? What do you mean I gotta do that? So when I did it, I started to notice a synchronicity. And if you don't have to take my word for it, go ahead. Read James Redfield. Call me tomorrow after you read the book. I guarantee half of you won't understand it because you're not in that vibration. You will read James Redfield and you will not understand it because you are not in that vibration. And that's what happens. A lot of the times you don't do the things, you don't do the due diligence because you're not in that vibration. But it's taking that first step. I started working with divine energy in 2008 or 9. But I didn't understand it because I was not in the vibration then. So when it resurfaced in 2019, 2020, I was ready for it. And I absorbed it and I've expanded from it. I'm still learning. I mean, one of my guides told me to sit the fuck down because I was still expanding. You don't know shit. You're still expanding. Sit down. And I understood. We are expanding. We are learning in our vibrations. I cannot expect you to be in my vibration because it's taken me 47 years to get here, of studying, of research, of daily. I've been meditating for the last 10 years. How many days have you meditated? How long have you been? You probably don't meditate at all. I journal almost every single day since I could write. I have journals to prove. My daughter read my 14-year-old journal, freaked out. And she's in her 20s, and she's like, it's awesome. She journals. Because it's nice to connect with your older self, see where you were, see what was important, see what you manifested, see what doesn't work, see the shit that you fucked up so you don't repeat it. It is awesome. Because something that my son did is that his issue is always with his love life. Always picks the wrong women. And they always start great. You know, everything is always peaches and cream in the beginning, and then they all like become hot mess. And he's like, Mom, I did it once, I did it twice, I did it a third time. If I do it again, I'm an idiot. And I go, well, you're lucky because you learned this before you turned 30. I really didn't learn that until I was almost 40. I kept making the same mistake of listening to my parents because they're your parents and you love them. And you think they want the best for you, and they do. But they don't understand that their life and my life are two completely lives. And that's the problem. We allow others to write our story. Are you grasping that? What does your story say about you? Who is influencing and possessing it and steering it? Due diligence. Take action. And the miracles will come after. Don't worry about the how. What do you think? When I say I want $10,000, I sit around and figure out how it's going to come? No. I said, God, I need, I desire, I have $10,000. And I need this shit right now. But I feel it. I feel that in my gut, in my heart, in everything. I have manifested $10,000 overnight. Overnight. It blew me away. Threw me off the loop. But it wasn't a one-time thing. When I was pretty much homeless and without a car, I got down to the nitty-gritty with God, and I needed a car, and I said I want $5,000. And guess what? Within a week, I got $5,000. And then after that, I manifested $2 more $1,000. Within a span of three months, I had $20,000 from my spiritual business. I never had that type of money manifest. I mean, shit. I remember from my 9 to 5, I made $30,000 in 1 year working my ass off. Because they'll pay you $10 an hour. They think they're doing you a favor. You still can't pay your shit. Take the action, and everything else will come to you easily and effortlessly, synchronized beautifully. You're not going to find stuff like this anywhere. I speak the truth because I'm not speaking, Spirit speaking. Spirit uses me as their vessel to share. And you will believe. I write shit down. As Spirit is coming through, saying shit, I'm like, damn, Spirit, that's really good. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to use that for myself. You are the creator of your story. And 2023 is your year. You heard from this here. Your spiritual guides are saying it. Claim that. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I have my scripting classes. I will be posting them on Etsy before I even upload this video. So take advantage. Etsy has Klarna. I have Affirm through my Square. PayPal, somebody told me PayPal also does. So I have all of those means. So there's no excuse for you not to build your story. No excuses for you to manifest that shit. Everyone. Every single person. I know I haven't done my class for too long. I know I hadn't had a lot of people in my classes yet because I just started this. My first classes were in October, but everyone that I have worked with, actually in September. My first classes were in September. Everyone has manifest. Every single one of them. I have not had a person that's like, you stole my money, I didn't manifest shit. Not one. Because I make sure that you are creating the life you desire. I break that bullshit. The darkness, the influencers, the media, others that are trying to divert you. We break those chains. And I am your mentor for that. Thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Google Plus. Pin me. Create a pick a card pin. And put me there, because this needs to get to everyone. Imagine if we were all wealthy. Can you embrace that energy right now? I want you to embrace that energy. If you had $1 billion, what would you do for the world? I already have a plan. I actually have a book of all the things that I want to do when I reach my first million. I'm already giving stuff. I already, with my stuff, because I use my tools and I'm able to give to small places that I am fond of. I'm able to go out and say, this guy needs $100. Here you go. We could change the lives of each other. We could do this. Thank you all for watching. You are freaking awesome. I send you love. I send you blessings. And 2023, you're going to rule it. Namaste. Hi, beautiful shining stars. So I love this scenery. I think if I would have chose, this would have been one of the ones that I chose. And just the energy that I'm getting energy of transformation. I'm getting energy of spiritual transformation. I'm getting energy of self-transformation. I feel the vibration of a lot of things that were stale, a lot of things that you wanted and desires and didn't manifest. The full moon vibrations of 2023, and you're now maybe the second, maybe the third of the picks that talk about the beautiful full moon energy and how empowering it is. I feel like there's going to be like major astrological events, and I might do a full moon 2023 reading, because I'm seeing a lot of kind of like, from what Spirit has shared through me, that especially through the energies of February through September, more so March, April, May, those astrological energies, those moons are going to bring a lot of potent, powerful kind of light, over what you desire to make it easier manifestation. So I love that. So from what Spirit is showing, you chose this vibration because you're now walking into the new life. You have let go 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020. Like, this is like, they're talking about you have closed a chapter of like 4 years or so. And now this 2023 is completely new. And that's why you get that transformational energy, because you're walking into a very new energy. Now, let's look at both things. So where, even though it's very beautiful, no matter where you were, very beautiful, because I feel like in many ways you do have gratitude over everything. I am seeing that you are coming from like maybe shadow energy or dark energy. So this could be a lot of emotionals, a lot of mental issues, things that kind of like made you sad, depressed, anxious, nervous, and maybe also reflection on shadow work. Maybe you were doing shadow work, or you were working with someone that helped you through that dark vibrational energy. And now 2023 is going to bring you into the light, especially that some of you have been waiting for this moment. You're tired of all of that. Oh, okay, I manifest a little, but then it goes back again. I manifest a little and it goes back again. You felt like it was they would give you a little rope and then they would pull it back, right? 2023 is going to be very different. It's going to be a lot of light energy, a lot of sun energy. And that here's another one that talks about the sun energy, for you to take in that vitamin D, a lot of nature walks, even if you have to wear the big hat and sunscreen, 250 SPF, it's okay, because you want to absorb the vibration, the vitamin D frequency, to clear away the anxiety, to clear away the mental disorder, so you could reunite with the light, with that divine vibration. So I like this. I love how just the looking at what that scene showed us was so beautiful. It's it's amazing to witness. All right, those doors opening. Look at this. Can you make this shit up? Look at this. The divine matrix. So I expressed to especially in this reading, it's like now I'm getting a lot of deja vu because I feel like I'm repeating some of the different vibrations. So I'm always sharing how we're divine infinite beings of light. We have no beginning, we have no ends, but we do have different chapters. Right now you're living a human, physical, dense, clumsy chapter of your life, right? And it's going to come to a close. And I don't have to tell you this because every single person, every one of us has witnessed losses in the last 4 years. Some have been harsher than others. Some have been more emotional, more stressful, more sad. So the divine matrix is about us understanding that we actually have control over the reality. We actually have. The reason we have free will is because God said, okay, you know what, you can fuck with them a little because, yin and yang, darkness and light, the devil and the angels, but they have free will. They could choose to change their reality. They could choose to act upon the things that they want to and dismiss the ones they don't. I cast spells for my clients all the time. The main question is, will this manifest? When will it manifest? Can you get them to fall in love? And then they'll send me a book of everything they want this person to do. All the time. I don't know if it'll manifest because I could do a million spells. And I don't work with dark energies. I'm not talking about, because I'll have people be like, yeah, well, I'm the goddess priestess of the black waters of whatever. Yeah, okay, you do blood magic. Good for you. But the point is that with my divine magic, I do not alter people's free will. And even though I'll have people be like, oh my God, I think I alter their free will. No, they thought about it. People want to do something, they're going to do it. I'm sure. Think about it. Let's put it this way. How many witches cast over Trump? Let's just go on TikTok. I want you to Google witches and TikTok that done spells over Trump. Is he broke? Is he living under a bridge? No. Because we have free will. We have the power to shift and change our realities. And no matter how much dark lala they send, you have the power, the authority to dismiss it. A lot of people come to me and be like, oh my God, this person did black magic on me. I feel it. I know it. The spellcaster told me that I needed $20 million to get rid of this black magic. Daisy, please help. No. Put away your $20 million. They can't. Did you eat it? Did you eat the can of worms that they sang you with the black voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo? Did you do it? No. So I want you to really grasp that the divine matrix is your reality. You are in control. Now, I want you to understand, dark energies are going to come. Dark energies are going to try to get in your way, and they're going to flip papers just like they did right now, because they're like, fuck you, Daisy. I want them to be scared, because I just gave you a realization that fear is not real. That they're going to put fear in you to scare you out of your bejeezies so you could fork over whatever you don't have because you think it's going to make it better. I have done healing sessions through my $4 or $5 audios with people that have completely changed their lives. And you could go through me, or you could go through those high priestesses that are going to charge you thousands upon thousands of dollars. And they're going to say they're going to do this and that and the other. So it's your choice. And again, I'm not criticizing anybody and their gifts and their, their visions and if it makes you feel good to go to those priestesses and let them do the things that they have to do on you, then that's fine. But you could also buy sea salt baths and get in your tub, honey. You could do it too. You have the power is what I'm saying. We all were created in the divine's image. And this matrix, when you walk into that energy of knowing that you create your reality, when you finally witness and know that and comprehend that, your life will cease to amaze. You will be in awe. Everything is a miracle. Breathing is a miracle. I did that in my last audio, and I've had people message me like, Daisy, I didn't really think of that. The moment we stop breathing, we're no longer a living physical entity. We're passed on to the next. Breathing is a miracle. Everything that we do is a miracle. And you're blessed. You are blessed. I want you to see it this way. When you start school, and I know everybody's different, so it might be different in UK per se, in England, I don't know. But in the US of A, when you started the first day of school, I remember your teachers would tell us, and all of them would tell you this, because, we did have some fuck ups in the class. And they would say, all right, you have an A. You started with an A. They didn't start you with a fucking F. They started you with an A. You are born with an A, my friends. You could bring it all the way down to an FYZ, but you started with an A. And even if you lose the A and you go down to an F, you can go right back to that A. The point is created. Are you understanding this? Do you get what I'm telling you? And this is why my scripting courses are so empowering, because I take you out of that paradigm. Because I see things that you will never see. Because it's not me, it's spirit. Spirit sees who you are. And as I'm sharing this virtually, I'm seeing you guys sitting and listening to this and being like, holy fuck. And then I see other ones like, oh, she's fucking crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. My hoodoo voodoo priestess. She's going to cleanse me. Because they threw some black magic on me. And that's the reason my life is shit. It's because they did it. It's not me. The Divine Matrix. I'm here to tell you that 2023, you have the access to your Divine Matrix. February, March, April, May, June, July. And if you fuck up, you still have August and September. So I'm giving you that A. It's your choice to keep it, make it an A+, or call me crazy. Never gonna hear this anywhere. Look at this. I'm walking away now. I'm getting up and leaving. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Archangel Gabriel? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you see what Archangel Gabriel is doing? I want you, before I express what I see and what Archangel Gabriel is sharing with me onto you, I want you to look at the card. And what is that sharing with you? With you. This is your reading. This moment right now with Archangel Gabriel. Can you feel that? Can you feel Archangel Gabriel around you? He's right here. He's sitting right beside you and sharing with you your divine secrets. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, allow. And it would have been lovely if you had something to write with and written that down. Heck, pause the video right here. What is Archangel Gabriel sharing with you at this precise moment? I want you to understand and grasp that you are protected, you're guided, you have the power to manifest anything and everything you desire right now. And Archangel Gabriel is telling you this. So if you want to continue, go ahead and pause the video and allow that vibration of Archangel Gabriel before you listen to anything that I'm sharing. What is Archangel Gabriel telling you? And then press play. See what synchronized energies you got. The first thing he's telling you is that you have the power through your voice to create your reality. He says, the word is the power, for I am the word, and the word is everything. And you don't believe me, open your Bibles. And if you don't believe me, test it. Test it. State things that you don't want and see if they don't come into your life. State things that you do want and see if they come into your life. The word is the power, and you have the power to use the word, because through breath, the angels and the miracles enter our life, because breath is life. And then, if you look at Archangel Gabriel, he is showing you the frequency of solfeggio. He's showing you the 369, which is actually 963 or 936. And solfeggio frequencies. He's saying that will clear your chakras, because a lot of you, the reason we talked about the whole priestess thing is because a lot of you believe in all that black magic, because you went on Witch Talk and they told you that you have some dark energy, that somebody cast a spell over you. And so what if they did? You are in control of your life. And though that spell is probably going to make you queasy and shitty and maybe have you in bed for a week or a month. Hell, I've had spells send me to a hospital. But I get up, I walk out, and I'm okay. And even if they killed me, my angels are there waiting for me, because I've seen them. Because we're infinite beings of light. And I've already seen my heaven. Assume the power that you could shift your reality, because 2023, my friends, 2023 sets pace for your next 5 years. So what you do in 2023 that has all the energy and the power to shift your reality, to shift your life into the successful life that you desire. And success doesn't just mean money in your pocket. It means the relationship, the friendships, the spiritual expansion, the health, the well-being, the self-love. That is success. Is feeling good about who you really are. That's what 2023 is. What you do in 2023 will pivot the road for 4, 5, 6, 7, and even 8. And then we have another shift in 9. Nobody's going to tell you this. You could go to any TikToker, any YouTube. I will tell you my favorite astrologers. Sasha Bonasai. Fucking love him. Lisa Beachy. Amazing. God, I forgot her name. She barely does readings now. Rosanna something, the redhead. She's also an astrological. Amazing work. Pamela Georgel. Amazing work. She's the Lucky Mermaid. These are people that when they read, when they share, when they talk through, spirit talks through them, you feel that energy. And there's very few people that do that. I go to all of these channels and I see all the beautiful ASMR and all the pretty colors and all the pretty things, and I look at them and I'm just like, this is all bullshit. They're just sharing not all of them. Like there's some who's really cute, and I don't coincide with everything that she does, but she changed her name. I think she was like the Practical Witch or something, and now she's like Anita something. Super cute. I have seen some of her work, really nice. I'm not gonna tell you there's amazing people out there that I haven't come across. I'm just saying that when you find when you're synchronized, if you are here, it's because Spirit brought you here. Think about that. That's what synchronicity is. It's your spiritual guides tuning you to the right vibration, to the right words, to the right messages, so you could shift your reality. And that's where Archangel Gabriel is coming, because he's a messenger of God, master manifester. He helps. Archangel Gabriel is not woman or man. I have met Archangel Gabriel as a woman and as a man, because he has both the divine feminine and divine masculine. Beautiful vibration with Archangel Gabriel. Between the months of March and September, between that little time frame, is your time to shine. Make your words. And when people hear that, like, what is she talking about? Here's a perfect example. So I don't know where I picked it up, but I started saying terrible. Oh, that's terrible. And I would even write it. Oh, that's awful. That's terrible. That's a word. Is it a good word? No, it's not. It's not a good word. Those are not good words. So it's easier, or it's better to say that's not good, because I'm still using good. Oh, that's not so great. I'm still using great. Changing our words. So even when we state our truths and we're venting and we're sharing, we're talking about things that we just think are awful, we don't say that they're awful. We'll say, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not great. Do you see how we flip the energy? We flip the vibration. I'm telling you, 2023 is your year, my friend. All right, adventure. This is travel. I see a lot of you going to like Hawaii, Paradise Islands. There's just a lot of travel for you in 2023. And look at that. I love that. The flexibility, but also if you see the energy of the tiger, which is a courageous energy, is having that courage to take the leap of faith. So a lot of things are going to be presented to you to amplify what maybe you have desired. Something that I told some of the other pick a cards was to connect with their childhood vibration of what they wanted to be. And I shared how I wanted to be a teacher, which I did. I manifested being a teacher for my first 10 years of adolescence. And even today, that's what I am. I'm a spiritual teacher. So it's like looking back at what you desired when you were a kid and witnessing, I mean, even per se, the people that wanted to be, I'm going to be president. I've seen people that want to be that said, I'm going to be president. We got that a lot in class. And they are leaders, managers, bosses of their own companies. So maybe they're not the president of the United States or of UK or of England or whatever the heck, but they are the leadership because that's what they wanted. They wanted to be leaders. So it's looking back at your childhood or what you expressed that you wanted to do, and then seeing how that has portrayed who you are today. Because everybody's always looking for their purpose, but their purpose is doing what makes you happy. Stop chasing though, I need to do this, I need to do that, and just do the things that make you happy, because that is where your purpose is. I feel like we beat each other up looking for angles and things and epiphanies and aha moments after aha moments, and we feel very undeserving, or we feel very I don't know how to express when you feel that I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough. And I'm telling you this, Spirit is sharing this with you, and I'm saying, holy shit, Spirit, just stop talking, okay? I understand. Because I used to feel very guilty when before I became my super wealthy self. I used to attach myself to my lower vibrating clients because I felt bad for them, because they would tell me their lives was shitty. And I felt guilty over having thousands of dollars or having collectibles worth thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, damn it, I have all of this and they don't. And that is not. You need to let go of the guilt, because you are the owner of your life, just like they're the owner of their life. And my work is to amplify them to find their selves and grow. So today I no longer feel guilty. And I have people now that call me a bitch, and that's fine. That's their problem, not mine, because I'm loving and I'm caring. And yes, I have my bitchy moments, but I'm not ill wishing on anybody. When I pray and script and do my healings, I do it, I have this healing vibration that I bless everyone that comes to my Etsy shop. Everyone that comes to my Etsy shop and sends me a message, I have overflow vibrational energy that I bless them, because I know that I could shift the world, because I've seen it in the thousands of clients that I've helped through my last 3 decades of doing my work. And it feels good when I have a client that has come to me from 30 years ago and say, Daisy, you changed my life. It feels amazing, because I know that my work has triumphed the lives of others. So I no longer feel guilty for being who I am and being able to go on vacations and spending time with my family, because I work out of love and I am love. And that is what this energy is sharing with you. Is stop making excuses, stop bringing yourself to the levels of others, and start declaring who you want to be as if it was already there. Become that flexible, courageous, vibrational being, because the doors are opening. If you're looking here, the tiger's looking at this beautiful glow of light, and he's ready to enter. And you have the energy of the tiger by your side. Assume that. Take those leap of faith. Take that fly. Go on those adventures. No more excuses, my friends. Whew, that was a lot. 2023 is going to have a roller coaster effect on you in the energies of co-creation. So it's almost like you're going to feel that there's times for you to stand back and look, and that's going to be okay. Okay? There's going to be moments for you to kind of go hermit, and that's going to be okay. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have this kind of vibrational energy of do, and that's going to be okay too. Always work on the balance, but I feel like that is also a representation of the energy of flexibility. Thank you all for being part of my world. Don't forget to pin Google+, share, like, and claim the energy. And if you want to see a special pick a card, if you have an idea for a pick a card, put it in the comments. Come on, this is your channel. This is your life. You're writing your story. Become part of it. Thank you all once again. Thank you for your patience. I love creating these videos, even though they take forever for me to do. Namaste.